I'm watching Wi-Fi while filming this video, but anyways, this right here is the Wooting UwU, one of the most popular keypads in the OSU market right now, and this is how it sounds. The real question is this product right here worth the price that it is, which is around 70 euro? Nice, by the way. And is it worth getting this instead of those cheap alternatives, or even the DrunkDeer, for example? Before we get started with the video, we're trying to reach 20k subscribers by the end of the year, so be sure to hit that sub button. It would really mean a lot. Before we get into the review and my thoughts on this product overall, I'm going to show you footage of the unboxing that I did on stream on twitch.tv/stu. I do stream there a lot, so if you don't want to miss events like this one, then be sure to follow me there. By the way, I got the RGB version, specifically the white RGB version. We get this. So you get a postcard, right? So TLDR, this is like a postcard that you can send to Wooting if you have some sort of problem with your product, or maybe just some type of message you want to send them. You just write your name like here and everything, every other detail. You send it, that's it. Usually I would go first for the accessories, right? But I want to see the product itself first. We're gonna see what keycaps we get later, because it's gonna be a mystery unboxing, you know? But yeah, let's see the Wooting UwU itself. Sheesh! That actually looks really good. You get the cable, it actually feels pretty good. Also guys, do not forget the peel. So gotta remove this because apparently it slips a lot if you don't remove it. The sound test. Let's see the sound test. The switches feel so light. It's actually insane. Also the rubber buttons. You have 3 of them. Yo, that is actually smooth. Here, listen to this. Pretty good so far. Got no complaints there. Let's see the fucking keycaps. Are we going to get the Pico Rio K? You're gonna see for yourself. I'm gonna look away. 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, hope you're doing well.
Hey yo, Spaza? Spaza and Lifeline, okay. Ah, goddammit. Okay, so we got one of the faces. What's the other one? God fucking damn it, no! Hey, I mean, at least I got Lifeline and Spaza, which I do like. I do like Lifeline and Spaza. They feel pretty premium. Okay. Yeah, also we got these, which are the liquor switches. Also we got another pair of screws. Okay, so I've been using the Wooting UwU so far for 3 weeks, and I think that's enough time to give my honest opinion on the whole product. So the Wooting UwU comes with 3 switches and 3 rubber buttons that you can program to whatever you want to use them for also. And over the course of these 3 weeks that I've been using this product, I haven't accidentally clicked any of the rubber buttons. They're hard to accidentally press, so yeah, you don't have to worry about that. The Wooting UwU comes packed with the L45 switches, which I absolutely love. They are essentially a lighter version of the L60 switches, and they're perfect for speed. And even if you don't like the L45 switches, you can simply swap them out for L60 switches, because Wooting does send you 3 additional L60 switches with the box as well. Now the combination of the L45 switches as well as the build of the keypad itself does make the keypad pretty comfortable to play on. Unlike most keypads that usually have some type of sandwich design, this one doesn't. It's built like a mini keyboard, if you know what I mean. Because the keypad is more built like a keyboard, because the switches are inside of the keypad, if you know what I mean, it gives it this interesting deep sound that I really like. Here is a sound test for those wondering. Now the keypad itself also has a silicone anti-slip pad. If you put the keypad on a normal desk surface, I will guarantee you that it will not move at all. As for a mousepad surface though, it's a little bit of a different story, and it all depends on the tapping style that you have. If for example you tap a bit more aggressive than the normal person, then it's most likely gonna move a lot. But if you're like me and you don't tap like a fucking gorilla, then it's most likely not gonna move. Now let's talk about the rapid trigger. The rapid trigger of the Wooting UwU is really really good. You can completely customize it from your browser software, which is the Wootility software, and after you set up your rapid trigger settings, you just click save to keyboard and it automatically saves your settings to the keypad itself. And once you do it once, you essentially don't need to do it again. You can just plug and play all the time. Speaking of Wootility, this is where you can customize your RGB settings as well. There's loads of RGB settings, and not to mention the RGB on the Wooting UwU itself is really bright and really good. The RGB looks better in person compared to on camera, and even if you don't like the RGB, you can always turn it off or just go for the €50 version that doesn't have RGB. Those are essentially all the pros that I have for the Wooting UwU, but again, that doesn't mean that there aren't any cons. Like the first and most obvious con that I have for the Wooting UwU is the price itself. €50 for the non-RGB version and almost €70 for the RGB version. Essentially, the €20 plus is for the RGB itself and plus the carry case that you get. But at that price point, you could have at least included something like a switch puller or a keycap puller, but you don't get any of those if you do decide to buy this product. On top of that, let's say you want to get the brass plate as well, which is an additional €30 to your purchase, which is around €100 for a keypad and a brass case. Not to mention the price doesn't include additional tax and shipping. For that amount of money, you can essentially get the HyperX Alloy Origins keyboard, but you can also get the DrunkDeer keyboard, believe it or not, for that price as well if it's on sale. But essentially, those are the only two cons that I have for the product, and now we go to the most important question of the video. Is the Wooting UwU worth getting? If you essentially just want a device that has rapid trigger on it that is going to last you for a pretty long time, then I do suggest that you get the non-RGB version of the Wooting UwU, because you essentially get the same product just without RGB, and it's going to last you for a pretty long time, considering the fact that it has a 4-year warranty. So if you want to just replace it, if you had problems with it, you can easily do that. However, I do not think the RGB version is worth getting at the moment, because I do think that 20 additional euro for just some RGB is a little bit too much. But again, at the end of the day, the choice is yours. I'm just stating my opinion and experience with the Wooting UwU itself. But let me know in the comments what you think about this product. Have you used it? Have you not used it? Do you plan on buying it or not? And do you think it's worth getting? But yeah, that's essentially it. Thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.